Hmm. I don't know what I was thinking doing this, but it is what it is, I suppose. And I guess we'll see if anybody shows up. That'll be the litmus test of everything, I suppose. So, yes, I am here. I'm just hiding at the moment. I figure if anyone appears, someone has appeared. All right. How you doing? Very nice. I will appear in just a second. Why is that? Oh, hey, Chad. How you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. And yeah, if you want to, if you're hanging out with us and you want to say hello, that'd be cool. Hey, Spencer. Been a while, huh? Been a while, actually. And there's nothing else. Oh, I should do this. Hang on a second. Let me change this to that. There we go. Oh, hey, here we go. There you go. Very nice. So yeah, I don't know what I was thinking doing this, but I'm glad I am. So look, get that going for me. So yeah, if you ever wanted to see the inner workings of my head, well, then I'll just crack open my brain here in just a second, and you'll be like, "What in the wide world of sports is going over there?" Actually, I should tell you that my fourth lobotomy has finally taken. My fourth lobotomy was the day after the last show. The day after we did the last show, they did the fourth lobotomy straight up the old honker, and ding, 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 ding. After a few twists and a few turns, they finally got me straightened around. So that's the real reason why the show and the store ended, is because of that fourth lobotomy. It finally took. It's like Lou Gehrig's number 4. So there you go. Cool. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just being funny. I'm just being a goober. I appreciate you guys coming out, and it's good to see everybody. And I think that's what kind of the show was about, moving forward in a lot of ways. Hey, Jared, good to see you. Mark, good to see you as always. Thanks for hanging out with us. Also, Herver is here. Very nice. All right, Herver. Good to see you. And Paula and Mike, no doubt. Hey, Paula and Mike, of course. Jared and Kim. Very nice. Jared. Hello, my old friend Glenn. Good to see you as well. So there you go. And Mike Kennedy, of course, here. And Mike was the guy who actually recommended us to do the show on, what was it, started on January 31st, 2024. Audrey was helping me out, and then also Jen back at Command HQ. Welcome to Command HQ. I have my Twins Wheaties box behind me. I don't know which way I'm going here. I've got the dude, the Big Lebowski. That was a present from someone in the store, wasn't it? Or was it from somewhere? And yeah, maybe. I'm just asking for some reference there. Tito, how you doing? Good to see you. It was from my sister-in-law. So there you go. I've also got the Sopranos Funkos back there. I've got a Def Leppard Union Jack guitar back there. I've got the Asia poster. We haven't fixed up the background yet there. So there you go. And then there was the David Doman gave us that Rush poster, which is amazing. That is actually over my wrong shoulder. That shoulder. Yoink, yoink, yoink. I don't know. Anyways. All right, cool. So did I say hello to Tito? If I didn't, hey Tito, how you doing? Good to see you again. It's good to reconnect with everybody. Manuel here as well, and Rich. And this is kind of a Q&A. I just kind of wanted to do a little Q&A. If you had any questions, I'd love to talk about the new show. I would love to talk about getting you on the show if you're interested. And all you got to do is just basically comment if you're interested, and I can reach out to you because I have all of your contact information. I do. I really do. Still. So, but yeah, if you want to be on the show and show off some grails. So what I'm actually going to do tomorrow on Facebook is I'm going to post a little segment that I did with Jen about her grails that we have in her collection. So you're going to get a chance to see some of her grails. It's about 10 minutes. We'll post the whole video just to kind of get a sense on kind of what the show would be like in some ways. Of course, I'm going to do rock and metal news. I'm going to do tours. I'm going to do some vinyl announcements. I'm going to just have a good time all the time, interact on the chat. But one of the things, like I said, what I want to do is I want to have you on the show because I know how many cool records you have in your collection, whether it was from us or probably from other stores or Discogs or eBay or whatever, some other live auction shows. So yeah, that's kind of what I want to do. So like Terry, hey Terry, good to see you. I'm going to say hello to everybody here in just a second. I'm just finishing my thought here really quick. But yeah, I'm obviously Terry. I would assume you have an unbelievable Prince collection. And what was the other band? The Butthole Surfers? I think it might have been maybe not. Yeah, local Terry, the Butthole Surfers. So I'd love to have Terry on the show and kind of show off kind of what some of your grails, and we'll ooh and ah over them. Let me see. Let me go down in the chat. Let me see if maybe I can't even scroll the chat. I remember that we used to have that issue before, but I can scroll the chat now with the command stuff. So let me scroll. Oop, I'm going the wrong way. This goes the wrong way. Hey, Mike, good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. Monica, all right. Tom gave me a sweet Ping golf club cap, baseball cap for Ping, the golf thing. So that's cool. Manuel, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. Rich is here as well. Harold, all right, the party can get started. I know Harold's got a hell of a collection. He's up in on the other side of Phoenix. So Jenna Wood, very nice. And Terry is mentioned. And yeah, so there you go. You don't have to be on camera either if you don't want to be. You can be a disembodied voice. Just have to set up the camera and show off your collection. And so there's that. So what have I been up to? So about a month after we closed the store, well, actually after the show ended, actually it was 3 months today that the show ended. So I actually blew out my MCL in my left leg. So that's been fun. That's been a lot of fun, but it's been a slow recuperating process. But yeah, there you go. And I've been, I don't know, just kind of enjoying the stress-free nature. I got to tell you, it was stressful doing the show and trying to keep records in the store. One of the things that Audrey, of course, you maybe remember Audrey from the store. Her and her dad went over to Asylum Records in Chandler, and she had never been there. And they were talking to Scott over there, a good guy, really good guy. And Harold, you'd like that story if you've never checked it out. I'm sure you'd like it. But Scott's a talker, and he was talking about. He said really good, nice things about Rock This Town Records. But what he did say was the one critical thing he had to say was that we didn't have a lot of used vinyl, and he's right, because it would all sell. I mean, that was the hardest part for us, actually. So, anyways, I'm going to see who else is here. Where did I leave off here? Nanette, hey, good to see you, Nanette. Thanks for saying hello, stopping in. Randy, good to see you as well. I saw somebody else jump in, and then now I lost it. So I don't know what happened there. Maybe if you leave the chat, your chat disappears, which would be unfortunate, but so anyways, that's kind of what's going on. So yeah, I'm going to be doing this little show Monday through Friday, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific, 7 Central. Hey, Craig, nice to see you. Thanks for checking in. But yeah, we're not going to be selling any vinyl, so I know that might be a disappointment. I think eventually Jen and I have some vinyl that we're probably going to put up, just offer up in the show just for giggles and giggles, but that's probably not anytime soon. So there you go. Hey, Lee, good to see you. Lee, one of our local favorites as well. Jeff, checking in from Alabama. Roll Tide, buddy boy. Roll Tide. Jason Graves. All right. Name from the past. I love it. So, yeah, that's kind of what's going on. So, it's if you got any questions for me besides what's up, and I guess I answered Rich's question. But yeah, there you go. What is up? Indeed. What is up? Estes saying hello from Points Von Yonder. Oh my God. The Franz brothers. At least one of the Franz brothers has appeared. I love it. I love it. It is Jason. Is that the superior Franz brother or no? That'll be up to you to decide, Jason. If John doesn't make it, say hello to him from me. Jillian, one of our local favorites. Hey, Jillian, just saying hello. I'm just doing a little Q&A today. I'm just having fun. If you got any questions for me, that's cool. If not, I'm promoting. Oh, there you go. John chimes in. There you go. We are not at the moment, Mike, selling new vinyl on the website. That may change, but at the moment. The website is just kind of sold out, basically. There's nothing on the website, and so there you go. Jeff White, hey Jeff, good to see you. I hope you and the family are doing well. Jeff and Amy were extremely supportive of us when we were kind of closing down that last hour of the store on what was that, May 17th? Wow, it's been that long, almost 2 months now, I guess. Yeah, they Jeff and Amy helped us out quite a bit there at the end, and we were actually giving away everything free at that point because we had records left, we had CDs left. And then Casey and Amanda, who we missed tonight, of course. Hey, Casey and Amanda, and Sandy as well, and Audrey, and Jen is about somewhere. So yeah, there you go. That's kind of what's going on. I wish I had a record to show you, just for old time's sake, but I do not. I unfortunately do not. So yeah, so there you go. I don't know how long the Q&A will last. If you want to ask me my prediction on the NFL season, I'd certainly accept predictions, but I haven't really followed obviously training camp started recently. So I did a show today. I've been doing this kind of this new show. It's a video show. And I've been doing the new show for about a month now, and you can find it on Spotify. I've just been posting the audio stuff to Spotify over the last, actually, I just started posting that a couple of weeks ago. But it goes back about a month. So there you go. Hey, Dar, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, it's so fun to see some of these names from the past, and I appreciate you checking in, even if you're here just for a couple minutes. I get it. It is, oh yeah, Glenn saying Van Halen on balance. Very nice. I haven't been to any shows lately. I got to get to Tom's question here in a second, Jillian. I haven't been to any shows lately, but Jen wanted to go see Tesla. She did not, unfortunately, though she has tickets to Bryan Adams, I believe. And then there's another band. Let me check in with her. The band Camino. It's actually a band called the band Camino. That's like going to see live in concert. Exactly. So, but yeah, Bryan Adams coming up in November. So those are kind of the only two shows there going on. Tom, what's that? At the moment. Oh, there's Jen. Tom said, what was the hardest part of owning the store and what did you learn? I learned that you should not open a record store, especially if you want to pay yourself. That didn't happen. 3 years. But, hey, it was a bucket list thing. And, we got to meet a lot of people like yourself. And, the staff that we had was great. There was 2 other people that were a part of the staff early on that you never met, especially if you weren't local. There was Fleetwood Mac, who went on to start his own store. So congratulations to Fleetwood Mac. And then Connor, who put the Maloik on not only Jeff Beck, but Bill Russell. So, but we love Connor. Connor's the best. So, there you go. Oh, Tesla. Jenna says she saw Tesla. They were awesome. That is cool. They're such a great live band. I'm hoping because it's the 40th anniversary next year of Mechanical Resonance that we're going to probably see a reissue of, I'm hoping the whole catalog, including Bust a Nut. That needs desperately to be on vinyl, but Psychotic Supper, Great Radio Controversy, and Mechanical Resonance would be so cool. So there you go. But yeah, no, the hardest part of opening the store, especially once we started doing the live show, was just keeping stock of used records. Obviously, we get all the new vinyl records we want. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you could always get new vinyl. We need a copy of Metallica and Justice for All or Kill 'Em All or whatever. Boom, that's not a problem. But hard to find Metallica, that was hard to find. Now, the good news is we had a couple of people that would walk in with that stuff, but eventually it was just like, I don't know what to do. So I ended up finding a contact in Japan, and we ended up getting a bunch of vinyl from Japan via my contact there. And then there was some European contacts we had as well, where we'd get vinyl from there just to kind of, as I'd say, feed the beast, because you guys love vinyl. And Jen and I love that too. So it was super cool. Oh, Estes says he streamed the Black Sabbath and Ozzy gig. It was fun. Yeah, I watched some of the highlights on YouTube before they kind of got taken down. Now it's just the crowd stuff, but that was great, man. Rival Sons I thought was tremendous. Hey Santiago, good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, it's good to see you too. So yeah, there you go. I think what was I gonna oh, and then Tom had asked the hardest part. So it was keeping new vinyl and just kind of knowing what to order and what not to order. New vinyl or old vinyl is, usually you can get it at a pretty good deal. I do have a recommendations for you though. Now, if you ever decide to sell your vinyl, I mean, I guess probably try to sell it online if you can, but it's a big pain in the ass. But if you do sell it locally, here's the trick. You take like two really good records and then kind of a middling record and bring them into a record store. It's hard for record stores to get a good price on like three records because you kind of want the records, like you bring an Appetite for Destruction and an In Excess Kick, and then something else that's just maybe a little middling, like a common record. I don't know, Captain and Tennille. You bring those in, and the record store owner's probably going to be like, well, OG Appetite, OG Kick, he's going to make you a lot better deal. Now, if you bring in 20 records or 25 records and Appetites in there and blah, 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 he or she, who's ever buying the records from you, is probably going to be like, well, I can give you this, this, and this. And what's going to happen is you're going to end up selling about 17 of those records for nothing, which I get it. As a record store, you got to be able to acquire records at kind of little to no price because a lot of them are just going to sit. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of crappy records that were produced over the years. So that would be my advice. You just need to sell it piecemeal. I know it's a pain in the butt, but if you're going to sell it to a local record store, sell it piecemeal. So I'm giving you the inside dope from a dope. So there you go. I'm going to see if I missed. Oh, Andrew hanging out with us. Good to see you, Andrew. Very nice. Also, did I, are we going to sell vinyl? We are not, Santiago. Not selling any more vinyl, unfortunately. So that's just the lay of the land. Oh, hey, Tommy. Good to see you. I still have that Pac-Man. No, not Pac-Man. It's not Pac-Man. Mario Brothers. So good to see you, Tommy. Spencer had mentioned, had a question. You guys, did you guys really just focus on the harder to find used? My local stores are full of used, but a lot of it is just crap. The crap comes in really easily. I mean, it's easy to find the crap. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a lot of crap. I mean, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of crappy records out there that were produced, and we had a lot of $4 records or $5 records, as it turned out. And in the end, maybe not half of them, maybe a third of them we ended up just giving away, even though we were discounting when we were selling locally. We started off at like 30, then we went to 50, 70, 90, and then by the time that last hour came, it was 100% off. But as far as finding used vinyl, it's hard to find the good stuff. I mean, there's record stores that you walk into, I'm like, oh my God, look at this record store. It's amazing. Now, I don't know if it's going to break the bank. As far as the price on some of this stuff, I get it. I mean, I'd even go to local record stores. I went over to see Fleetwood Mac at his store, Desi, Scott, and Mike over at the In Groove, and ended up buying some records from them because I'm just like, well, this would probably do pretty well on the show, and if we make a couple bucks, great. And if not, it's just the way it goes. So there you go. Not too shabby. Yeah, Super Mario, Tommy. Very nice. Yeah, Steven Tyler was great at, oh my God, Steven Tyler was so amazing at the Ozzy slash Black Sabbath celebration. That was amazing. All good. Just want to hang out. I appreciate that, Santiago. And yeah, like I was saying, if you guys want to show off your collection, like I said, I'm going to post a little demo of that coming up tomorrow on Facebook. I'll post it probably about 5 p.m. It'll be Jen and I talking about 5 of her grails in our collection. Sandy's going to be on the show. We're probably going to try to get Sandy's son Dylan on the show as well. Dylan is a huge collector. He's the guy that did the Communicant record that sold to a bunch of people here locally. So there you go. Jason, someone did buy the sign, Jason. It was James, our good friend James, who was our photographer, videographer. We wanted to do, and this never came to pass. I do have some video of Casey and Amanda not working that I wanted to post. Basically, I was going to do a little video that shows this is why the store doesn't exist anymore. It was them basically doing a job that one person could do easily and doing it as two people. It was meant to be funny. And then James, we had the idea, it never came to fruition, not because of James or anything, but we just never got to it, is we were going to do, remember the end of Hot for Teacher by Van Halen? Mike became a sumo wrestler. Eddie Van Halen was resting comfortably at Belleville. Oh, that was Jeff Lloyd's idea. Okay, so Jeff Lloyd's idea, proper attribution if Jeff's hanging out with us. But yeah, we were going to do that. What happened to Casey? What happened to Amanda? Amanda's doing well. She's looking great. Casey's doing well. She's been to Temple, Texas, which is very exciting. Audrey is back for the summer from New York. Sandy headed out to see her son in Los Angeles, and Jen and I'm doing pretty good. Not too shabby, right? So there you go. Cool. Hey, Terry, West Des Moines checking in, baby. Love it. I love it. Oh, hey, Amy. Good to see you. Just talking about Amy. How about you and Jeff were so wonderful the last day of the store. So thank you, Darren. Good to see you as well. And yeah, so Amanda did get a new job. Casey had a job previously. She would just come in and help out for the show. So that was exciting. Audrey is just the queen. So she's just chilling, man. I think she's just chilling over the summer. And then Sandy is still going to records. There's a record store called the Vinyl Record Dude here in Scottsdale, and they just moved and they opened a new location on Monday that looks actually pretty impressive. So if you're ever in Scottsdale, hit the Vinyl Record Dude. He's got a new place over in Scottsdale proper. Used to be kind of in a warehouse district, but now he's kind of someplace cool. And James back from Texas. Good to see you, James. James, can I get you to commit to being on the show? I want everybody to see that copy of Tool's Enema. So that sounds so wrong when I say it aloud, but gotta set something up with you, James, if that's cool. And then maybe you can give me some suggestions on how to light and make the background a little more sexy, because the foreground is never going to be that sexy, is what it is. So there you go. Cool. And so I got a commitment from James. So there you go. And if anybody else has got some stuff like the Franz brothers, right? Darren, I know you got some killer stuff. I know all of you have got killer stuff. I'd love to set something up and do a little 10-minute thing with you, and let us see your grails, because like I said, we're kind of turning the camera around, and I like to use a line from the Adam Sandler uses on Drew Barrymore in 50 First Dates. Sorry, I'm not better looking. Anyway, so there you go. Vinyl Record Dude is at Shea and Scottsdale. It's a nice place. Oh, you've been there already, Terry? Very nice. That's cool. All right, cool. Let me see. Did I miss anybody else's comment? I said Jimmy Lewis. All right, Top Jimmy cooks. Top Jimmy swings. He's got the look, baby. Top Jimmy. He's the king. Hey, Estes, Youngblood stole the show. Oh yeah, Harold. Yeah, Youngblood did do a hell of a set. Well, it was just one song, I guess. He actually put that song out, Changes, right? I think that's what I saw. So good to see you as well. Terry, let me see. I'm just checking. I kind of lost track of the chat here. Rare Vinyl on Facebook. They're out of England. I ordered a couple of them. Pretty good, cool place for Rare Vinyl. Oh, give us the name. Oh, that's what they're called, Rare Vinyl? Oh, okay, cool. So shout out to Rare Vinyl on Facebook if you guys want to follow Rare Vinyl, which I guess is the name of the store there. Darren says, I just finished interviewing Adam DeGrade, or is it just DeGrade, and Damian Aranda of the Atom Music Project. Atom. Knew a guy. He used to always say Atom. If you know the guy that runs Fabletics. If you've ever heard of Fabletics, I used to work with Adam, and there was a guy where There's another guy that Adam and I worked with. He would always, when we were out to eat, he'd always be like, Atom, 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 trying to get Adam's attention there. So, anyways, I digress. That's just, anyways, okay, cool. Jason says done, so that means he's going to be on the show too. Well, that's super cool, Darren. Yeah, Darren does his own show. Give a shout out to your show on the YouTube of Love. Actually, that's what I'd appreciate the most right now. You can check the show out on Spotify since I've been doing previous episodes, and if you'd go over to YouTube and subscribe to Rock This Town Records, it would mean a lot. So that's I guess the favor that I'd ask. In addition, if you wanted to be on the show, like James, I think I got a commitment out of Jason Franz, but we'll see if he's referring to something else. Paula says, I'm glad Vinyl Record Dude moved. Their place was so small. It was very small. Apparently they had this gigantic warehouse, but the front of the store was just so minimal. So have you been there, Paula? Have you and Mike been there yet? So you'll have to give me an idea if you've been there. So cool. Hey, Ivor, there you go. All right. I was hoping if no one showed up, honestly, I was just hoping that Ivor would show up because Ivor and I could talk about how wonderful Queensrÿche is, right? Exactly. So there you go. I'd love to be on and help out any way you can. And that's cool. So I will reach out to you, Darren, about setting up something and showing off your 3 to 7 grails, whether it's vinyl, whether it's cassettes. I'm still trying to talk Tom, one of our local favorites. Well, Tommy, I know Tommy's got a hell of a Linkin Park collection if Tommy's still hanging out with us. But so I'd love to have Tommy on the show as well. But I'm Tom, our other Linkin Park fan. He's got a hell of a Guns N' Roses, and he's got a great cassette collection as well. So I'd love to get on the those guys on the show. But yeah, hey Ivor, good to see you. Terry says, yeah, baby, I was battling some health stuff. I'm down 61 pounds since October. Very nice. I should be so lucky. 29 to go by Christmas. Missed the last couple of shows when you signed off. Yeah. And sorry about that. That's one of the things I wanted to discuss too, just a little bit, is this like, when do you tell someone that that's the end? And it was just like, well, we're an hour into the final show, and maybe it's now finally time to tell people it's the end of the show. So yeah, there you go. Cool. Just the way it goes. All right, cool. Thanks, Darren. And Tommy, thanks for subscribing on YouTube. I appreciate that. And if you want to check it out on Spotify too, that's cool as well. I'm going to roll that out to Apple and some of the other platforms as well if you just want to hear the podcast. So there you go. Haven't been to the new place, but definitely will check it out regarding the Vinyl Record Dude. So Vinyl Record Dude getting some love. So that's awesome. And then James has been checking out Collectco on Facebook, and what does that say? That I've been by my vinyl. Wait, hang on a second. I lost the chat there. Oh, since you guys closed, yeah, the Collectco people are really that guy, man. That guy can go all night, and maybe he can go all night if you know what I mean. But that guy's a machine. I forget his name. If anybody remember the Collectco guy's name? Chad, that's what it is. So, but that guy is great, man. He's got a personality, and the guy goes all night. I think that was the show that Mike Kennedy recommended I check out initially, and kind of became the basis a little bit for what we did. So attribution, where attribution is due. I wasn't going to pay him any attribution when we were doing it, because come on, we were a little bit competitors, right? In some ways. But now, yeah, all the attribution, man. That Collectco, if you guys have never checked that show out, but it's on opposite of this show, so maybe not. Jen said, does your foot hurt? You just shot it. Well, no, it's okay. All right, where did I leave off? Where's T-Rex and George? I don't know where T-Rex is. I saw that T-Rex made a comment when we posted that thing, so hope she's doing well in the great state of the Midwest. And then George is on the East Coast. I don't know where George is, but it's if maybe they'll appear at some point in the future. There's a lot of names. Martin, remember Martin? There's so many people that we met, so many cool people. Let's see. Jason, yes, cool. Thank you for subscribing on YouTube. That's super cool. Let's see. Chad says Jeff Tate from Queensryche runs a travel company, and I just got back from Italy with him. Are you kidding me? What? Is that true? That he actually went with you, or are you Chad? Anyways, Amy, Jeff, are you there to confirm this? Is this some sort of magical bullshit that Chad is giving us? I don't know what the hell's going on here. Anyways, I got to read that again. Jeff Tate from Queensryche runs a travel company, and I just got back from Italy with him. Where do we sign up? That's cool. Did you eat your way up and down the boot? Exactly. Let's see. Chad said it's called Backstage Travel Pass. Guess that makes sense. Tito says, I am still sad. Tito, we love you. You know you're the best. You know you're the greatest. Well, actually, I'm the greatest. You're the best. Play it out that way. Let's see. Breakups are always hard, Jeff says. I'm not sure what that's in reference to, but that's the way it goes. Estes says Colecco is another online show selling vintage vinyl and CDs and cassettes, and he has quite a few Japanese press. Yeah, he does. It's good stuff. And, if you can watch all 75 hours a week, I'm doing like 6 hours. That guy's like doing like 75 hours a day. So I don't know, man, but those guys are crushing it. And those guys, from what because I like Mike Kennedy would tell me he's ordered some stuff from them, and I know other people have ordered stuff from, and it sounds like they have great shipping. So I remember when we first started, we had just awesome shipping, and then Amanda came on board, and boom, we went supernova because Amanda's shipping was amazing. All due respect to me and Audrey before that. So there you go. Let's see. Tommy says I might get Spotify if it doesn't make itself to YouTube Music, Google Music. I see. Tito says I am listening to the Spotify. Very nice. Chad is insane. Terry says, well, that's probably true. There you go. Let's see. Harold had some feedback for James Hicks, and then James said Chad. Oh, okay, Chad and his blue juice with the Waffle House. There you go. Roll Tide. Well, they're not in Alabama, are they? No, they're not. Seen Donna and George on Colecco. Yeah, Donna. I miss Donna. I remember when Donna was ordering some serious records from us. We were sending out boxes of records to Donna every week. I want to see her collection. There's so many of your collections I want to see. Like I said, hence turning the camera around. Exactly, because there's a lot of people that have a lot of just awesome. I mean, the amount, the stuff that we sold. Who bought the damn Yankees record from us? Do you remember? I think George bought the damn Yankee. That's the Don't Tread record, which is impossible to find. I want to see George's collection. And I want to see your collection. So if you're interested, let me know. Let's see. Where did I leave off? It's no trickery here. He actually went. Really? Amy confirms that he went to, that Chad went to, that's awesome. With Jeff Tate. That would be super cool. Because he's the queen of the Reich. I can't get that high. But I love Queensryche. Top 5 band for me. Definitely top 5 band. If I had to choose between Tesla and Queensryche, I play this game all the time with Jen. It's like, who's better? Is it Tesla or Queensryche? Is it Bon Jovi or Cinderella? I was having a debate with myself today about whether Bon Jovi or Cinderella were better. I know if T-Rex was here, I know she loves Cinderella, and I know Amy loves Bon Jovi, so we know how that would come to pass. So there you go. I will come on the show and talk all about it. It was amazing. Chad, as long as you're showing off some vinyl, well, at least a couple vinyl. But yeah, I'd love to hear about the Jeff Tate thing. That would be super amazing. And Chad is local here, sort of local. So yeah, so I've met Chad before. Very super cool guy. Rebecca, yeah, Rebecca. That's right, Rebecca. There you go. James says, Ivor, pretty sure we can resume on argument on the best Van Halen record, which is fair warning, by the way. I don't know if I can debate that. I'm pretty good there. I'm pretty good there. Kenny Roll is in the house. All right, Kenny. Nice to see Kenny. That is an OG, says, whatever happened? What's the guy who was such an OG? Obviously, we had some OGs locals, which was great. But what was the guy that had we didn't know his name? but he like used some sort of nom de plume. But I don't remember what it was. What's his name? Mike or somebody? His real name? I don't remember. Hmm. It was like some weird name. Well, Reverend Beavis is cool. Yeah, that's Brandon, who's local. But then there was another guy who went by some weird name that we had to like explain what it was early on in the show, and then we kind of never saw him again. He kind of disappeared. So, anyways, all right, cool. Let me keep going here on the chat, and if you got any questions for me, let me know. And then we're like I said, we're doing this live show that may be your cup of coffee. It may not be your cup of coffee, but one of the things, like I'd love to get Amy on the show to talk about her Tesla collection and Bon Jovi collection, potentially if she ever wanted to be talked into it. Harold would be a great choice. Rich would be a great choice. Estes, all of you guys. Marcelino, I remember Marcelino. Marcelino and Rebecca would go back with the Italian and the different languages. Kind of drove me nuts, but I loved it. Because I didn't know what they were saying. You know, that's the problem when somebody's speaking another language. They might be like, they're talking about me, and they're probably no one's talking about you in the end. But anyways, I don't know. Let me. So hey Kenny, good to see you. Paula says I want a vacation with Jeff. That is so super cool. Rich says I've been buying from Hey Suburbia quite a bit. I don't even know what that is. I once tried. What was the? I did a game design for a game called Suburbia once, which had another name as well. Urban Sprawl. That's what it was. It was basically like a casual game, SimCity style. Never made it, but I have design documents for Urban Sprawl / Suburbia. So that's cool. So something to check out there. If you guys want to find another place to buy online, as far as vinyl record goes, Back to the Media. I know that they do stuff as well. I saw, what was it? Was it Jorge and Katie on Back to the Media? Because that came up on my YouTube feed on Saturday night. And then there was some drama that was happening there with the young lady, ironically. And then there's another story I could tell there, but with a person that was a customer of ours as well. So I understand the drama there. That was like what did she get, a Motley Crue record or something like that? So anyways, super cool. Harold says we spoiled them on the shipping. Yeah, that's great to hear. And yes, Estes confirms we always had great shipping. Tennessee, James says, oh yeah, that's where they're based out of. New Haven, Tennessee. No, that's not right. Hey Brock, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in, saying hello. Yeah, we could still sell records out of our house, but we're not gonna, Kenny. I appreciate that. Was it you, Kenny, that was interested in the Shotgun Messiah? We still have that in our collection. Maybe maybe I'll put this on the new show eventually, but it's not going to be anytime soon. Maybe around the holidays or something. If anybody's interested in that classic Shotgun Messiah OG copy that ended up being just an unbelievable copy. So there you go. Brock says he bought a Tesla cassette single this weekend. What song was it, Brock? I got to know what that was. Because that cassette singles, I guess that was a thing probably, what, in 87, 88? Oh, was it later than that? Oh, 1990. So maybe it was like for Psychotic Supper, or maybe it was something from Great Radio Controversy. Hey, Manuel, good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. Let's see. I see Queensryche here in Walla Walla for free. Nice. Well, that's cool. Does Queensryche pretty much play free now because Jeff Tate's not in the band? Did I say that aloud? Oh, I love Eddie Jackson and I love Michael Wilton. Those guys are great. And Harold says Cinderella better than Bon Jovi. So I understand that. Oh, and Jason brings up a name from the past, Austin. Everybody loved Austin. Yes, Austin was fantastic. So there you go. Whatnot has a lot of vinyl sellers. Yeah, we sold a couple of records on Whatnot, but as a seller, this was like what, probably back in 2023 before we even started our other show. It was probably the fall of 2023. We sold a couple of records on Whatnot. I kind of hated the platform, honestly. I mean, part of it was good, but as a seller, it was just kind of a pain in the ass. And then having to wait, and this the 60 seconds, and it adds 10 seconds and blah, 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 blah. I just didn't care for it. I think as a consumer, nor as a seller. So it was just like, Forget them. So there you go. Let's see. Queensryche will be in Phoenix. That's right. Queensryche is coming to Phoenix. And I did mention that on the show, which you didn't see, of course, because no one has seen those shows except Jen. I've been sending her demo shows. And I got to figure out how to work in the chat potentially coming up next week. I haven't given any thought to the chat. I'll probably have another screen here. And I don't know if the chat will be on the screen here, here. There it is, here. I don't know what I'm saying. So there you go. Brock says happy Wednesday. Indeed. It was Michael Hamburg. Oh, okay, cool. Very nice. Michael. Remember Michael Hamburg? Hamby. That's what it was. Yes. Thank you. Very nice. I still have your Christmas postcard and all the stickers I bought. Very nice. That's cool, Estes. Very nice. Record store in Ohio. Oh, okay. Cool, Rich. Thank you. Why did you guys close? Did I miss that part? It was just time. It was a grind. And I think, what's interesting is that I've always run kind of internet companies, and then running a brick and mortar was so much different. But by the time we got to Record Store Day 2025, I like to think I'd figured it out. But by that time, I had already kind of hurt my right leg about a year and a half ago, and it was just grinding me down, unfortunately. And I'm an internet guy. I've worked out of my house for 27 years, and last 3 in the store. It was great to be out in the public. One of the reasons I said to people would say, "Why'd you open a record store?" Well, first of all, I wanted to meet some new friends so they could show up at my funeral. So I'm hoping some of the locals, just in case. And then what was the other reason? I don't even remember the other what? Yeah, that is morbid. But, it is what it is. Because, Jen is a native of Arizona. I'm not. So there you go. And then the other one, we didn't want to stand in line for Record Store Day. I got tired of standing in line at Record Store Day, whether it was at the In Groove or Zia or Asylum or Grace Records or any of these other places here locally in Phoenix. I'm just like, oh, dear God. Jen, this ridiculous thing of getting up at 4:30 in the morning and driving and standing in line for 3 hours. What are you thinking? Well, anyway, so but it was just time to move on, and it just got to be too much of a grind. We miss it. We miss the people. I miss the hunt. I miss the hunt. I miss doing the live thing, and then just miss the people that would, and that was whether it was live, whether Ivor was coming in the store, whether Ivor was in the chat. It was just fantastic. And then we had a ton of regulars that would come into the store that never appeared in the to watch the live show, which was always interesting because you tell them about, oh, okay, that's cool. They just want to come in and talk, and I get that. And unfortunately, we missed that. So there you go. Let's see. Brock says they go to dig. Or he goes to Dig It Record Barn in Joplin. All right, very cool, very nice. Shout out to Joplin. As much as we miss you guys, you breaking up with us ended saving my wallet. I haven't bought a vinyl since that last day. That Tommy came in and bought those Record Store Day Taylor Swift records. So, and then he was trying. Well, in theory, he wasn't really trying. I have a Mario single, Super Mario Brothers, the single by, I forget the composer, the guy that did the original theme. It was a 45 released. I should pull that out on Monday as my final of the day and show that off. But it has the stickers, has the original, has everything original. And that is now, I guess, coming up on 39 years old since when Super Mario Brothers came out. So that is the coolest thing that walked into the store that I never put on the show. I had to do one. Otherwise, everything else that came into the store, you guys got first crack at. What was the point of having a store? I know a lot of record store owners are like, oh, here I am. Look at all these records that came to the store that I'm adding to my collection. I'm like, F you. What? What is that going to do for me? Anyway, so that's what our motto always was. So there you go. Hey, Manuel. Yes, we're well. I hope you're well. Very nice. Let's see. Brock says Signs. That is a great movie. I don't know if what he's referring to there, but still, it's a great movie. Mel Gibson. Oh, Tesla single. Thank you. See, I have no short-term memory. This is what senility looks like in 2025. I am the poster child. Anyways, but signs everywhere, a sign. Exactly. But that's a great movie as well. I love that movie. It's probably time for me to watch it again. I love when they see the guy, the like whatever the alien thing, and he's sitting in the closet watching the TV. Anyway, what's that? Swing away, Merle. Indeed. Exactly. All right. Let me see here. What else is going on? Tito says 89 to 91 cassette singles. Ah, yes. Very nice. That's what Jen said. So very nice. Kind of just got here. Are you going to do live sales, TC? We are not, unfortunately. So, Kenny, I'm sorry. Unless it's some from our own private collection, but there's probably going to be nothing from the private collection for 3 months. Though Jen has already actually created a pile. So what I'd probably do is run it as my vinyl a day, and if anybody's interested, you just build a blind bid, or maybe I guess if we have the chat, you could bid on it, and then we'd ship it out. But that's not going to be anytime soon. So we haven't figured that out. So here you go. Nope, they got a new singer that sounds identical. Estes says, no, I get that. You're referring to Queensryche, I would assume, right? James says, got to give you credit, Malcolm. Your show is what got me back into vinyl, collecting vinyl again. I appreciate that, James. Very nice. Did you ever find, what was the band? Was it The Used? I felt so bad that record never came in for you, James. I remember Jen can probably tell you every record that we sold to you, but I'd have to be like, oh, who bought the Tesla mechanical resonance that had the color vinyl or whatever? Jen would be like, yeah, I know that. We should try to find that list too that we had of the list that we'd write down for every show, and then guess who bought that. Anyways, we did have all the girls over a couple of weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. Sandy was here. She brought some killer dip, man. Sandy, that killer dip was killer. And then Audrey came, Amanda came, and Casey came, and we kind of had a game night. And we found out what Jen called her dad once when she was younger. Sorry. Hope your dad isn't watching. He won't remember, which is good. So there you go. Whatnot is a lot faster these days. Well, that's good because it wasn't great previously. I sent them some ideas. They just kind of told me to sod off, and I'm just like, okay, well, whatever. Thanks. Nick says, why did you guys close? Are you guys selling vinyls on here? We are not selling vinyls on here, but I'm going to be doing a live show talking about vinyl. If you've got a killer collection, Nick, and you want to be on the show, boom, make it happen. I'll get you on the show, and we'll set up a time, and then we'll run it during one of the shows. Like I said, I'm going to run the test one that we did with Jen. I'm going to post that to Facebook on Thursday night, and then on Monday we're here for the Golden Oldies Hour. No, anything on the banger board. I think there's probably a B-52s record and maybe a UB-40 and every band name with a number, a Blink-182. I think there is I don't remember any other bands with numbers in them, but anyways. 38 Special, which got a new album coming out apparently 20 years later. James says he just had a bunch of stores in Dallas. So James has this uncanny ability to find Duran Duran records that are extremely rare, like the Wedding album. He hasn't found that one. That would be something if he found that one for like $35. So, but he's going to probably tell me the next time I talk to him, he's going to be like, yeah, I did find the Wedding album. It was like $65. It's perfect condition. What? It's like an $800 record. What? James, you are blessed, my friend. 7 p.m. the night before, Amy says. Don't remember what that's in reference to, but I'll take it. Tom Kiefer will be in Phoenix in September. Yeah, Tom is great. That would be a show to see. Yeah, that would be a great show to see because obviously Cinderella's no more, but the Tom Kiefer band is fantastic. Ivor says, despite my boyish good looks, it would be more likely you to come to my funeral. Oh, Ivor, no, don't say that. Don't say like that. Anyway, so there you go. Kenny, yep, indeed, I miss you too. My sister lives in Scottsdale, used to be married to the CEO of FAU. Is that Florida Atlantic University? Or is that bleep around and find out? Something like that. Queensryche and Accept coming to Peoria. I actually mentioned that on a previous show. So if you want to go over and subscribe on YouTube, that would be great. I'll probably rerun a bunch of the stuff. So I've been doing these shows just to kind of get in the groove here the last month. So you saying that Queensryche and Acceptor, I'm like, yeah, that was on the show a couple days ago. Of course, you have no point of reference because here I am. There you go. If anyone needs the trip up here, we have the oldest record store in Washington State, and it is Hot Poop. Is that the name of it? I'd assume that's the name of it. I hope that's the name of it. Speaking of Washington State, Sig. I hope Sig is out there and doing well somewhere. And Estes says yes, great. Tito says that's a great scene. Oh, probably referring to the signs. Glad life is less stressful for you guys. We're just happy to have you guys back. We missed you. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate that. James says he did get the used record. That is awesome. That's good news. Corey, hey Corey, how you doing? We gotta break out that coin. Then I can be. So I just watched No Country for Old Men, Corey, and I want to be like Anton Chigurh. Oh, you know where it is? Then I can show that the coin that Corey made off. Since show it a lot better. But I want to be like Anton Chigurh from No Country for Old Men. Hold it. So good to see you, Corey. John Franz, he only wants the soundtracks. That's right. That's true. That's true. UB40, exactly. Everybody's laughing. Nobody's crying. Do you have any horror stories from the record store? We have like a list of like 5 customers that we didn't particularly care for. It was probably only 5 that came to mind. I'm not going to tell you who they were. Shit. Oh, God. One of them, though, was Early Man. We referred to he smelled, and we referred to him as Early Man, like the chart of Early Man, like the evolution coming out of the sea, and then eventually there's Early Man. It was basically Early Man. And I'm like, oh, yeah, but there was the customers that would come in and then you'd have to spray after they'd been in there. And, the cigarette stuff, okay, I can handle the cigarettes. That's fine. The pot smell, okay, it gets a little overwhelming and I can handle that. Or the vaping. But the BO, nobody wants the BO. The BO was the worst. And this guy, Early Man, had BO and it was terrible. So here's the coin that Corey made us, which is simply fabulous. So let's see. Here's the first side. It's going to be backward, isn't it? It's probably going to be backward. I'm sorry to say. Oh, no, it's not. If I could just figure out. Oh, there you go. Come on. Oh, I never know which way to go. There we go. There you go. And then the other side is, I think, Pink Floyd, right? Yeah. Vinyl Life. That is a collector's item right there. That is one of your grails right there. So like Anton Chigurh, I'm going to call it. Well, what am I calling it for? I got to know what I'm calling it for. Anyways, I digress. James says he's still looking for what do you call it? I found the and Tito says I found the wedding album too. What? Tito, tell us more. Chad says like $650. Yeah, you find a good copy for $650. Good luck. That's all I got to say. I know that there's this thing called Discogs. Trust me, that is like I always went back and forth with Sandy on this because Sandy liked the Discogs. A lot of people like the Discogs. Adam Bullock liked the Discogs. I get it. I understand. But as far as being like realistic, it's not. If there's the Bible, if there's the Quran, if there's the Torah, Discogs is basically a pamphlet at a swamp preachers get together. That's what I always found it to be. It is so off on so many things. I could sell Huey Lewis in the New Sports all day for $14. No problem. Discogs says, well, that record's worth like $3. Yeah, and it's not, but whatever. And then the same with like, oh, I found this rare Megadeth Skin on My Teeth box set single. Oh, it's $80. No, it's not. It's not. It's like $300. Anyways, I digress. Yes, exactly. I got Harold says he's got tickets to Tom Kiefer. Very nice. Sorry, autocorrect. James says, speaking of the Daily Dementia. Wait, no, that's not right. I found Burning the Ground 12-inch. Made me smile. Very cool. I'm not sure what the DD is. I lost that. So anyways, Casey. Hey, Casey. Casey stopped in. Hello, everybody. There you go. I knew if anybody was going to stop in, it was going to be Casey. I know Sandy's probably busy. Sandy's probably trying a new pizza place today. Oh, no, wait, that was yesterday. It was a disaster. It was a disaster. Davey Pageview says the pizza is pretty good and they're a TikTok phenomenon, but Sandy and her husband are Chicagoans. They know good Chicago pizza. And this New York pizza, Sandy said, AK Poots. No, say that. I'm sure Jen and I will try it here pretty quick. But Casey, very nice. I knew that we miss you, Casey, Jen says. So, yeah. Let's see. Early man, Kenny says. Yes. Early man with BO. That's not a good combination. Casey would know what I'm referring to there. Anyway, so Herver says the new DD Breeze. Oh, Duran Duran have hit their 2 to 3 songs on the wedding. Oh, yeah, that's true. Herver, that is true. The Duran Duran Greatest Hits is coming out, I think, in October. It's already out in England, I guess. But on vinyl, and it's going to have 2 or 3 of the wedding songs on there, like Come Undone and the big one. Exactly. That is an epic coin. It is indeed an epic coin. Let's see. Looking forward to discussions to come. Might have some suggestions for themes and discussions. That would be great, Ivor. Got to go for now. Catch you on the B side. Very nice. Thanks for hanging out, Ivor. I'm going to see Foreigner in Walla Walla next month. Very cool. Hello, Casey. And Amici. Yeah, Amici. So Amici is kind of a TikTok phenomenon. It's Amici Pizza. And they just opened a new location in Queen Creek. I want to try them. Unfortunately, Sandy decided to go the opening day, which is always tough. And she had to wait in line an hour at like 3:00 in the afternoon because this place is slammed. So, but she's a Chicago pizza girl, but still, I love New York pizza, but I prefer Chicago, but I do love New York. And Amici, I know a lot of people love that place. So that's super, super cool. Corey says, I scored an autograph first press of Hello Dolly signed by Louis Armstrong. Wow. That's super cool. That is so super cool. So anyways, yeah, we're coming up on an hour. I'm probably going to wrap it up here pretty quick. I appreciate you coming out. If you want to be on the show, whether Corey, Andrew, Tito, Casey, would love to have you on the show. I know Casey's got a limited vinyl collection, but you have some other collectibles that I know are super cool, including like the original Freddy mask and the original Jason mask, and the maybe not, or the original Terrifier mask. Yes, Casey, maybe not. Estes, Tommy, of course, Ivor. If any of you guys want to be on the show, just let me know, and I need to go back and figure out who said yes to me and reach out. Maybe I'll just start reaching out to people randomly. Just like if you didn't say yes, I'm going to put you in a corner. Nobody puts. Oh yeah, or you can DM us. Yeah, so nobody puts baby in a corner except me. I'll put you in a corner. Anyways, Chad says, is that Washburn Def Leppard edition in the corner? Yeah, it is. I think so. I think it is. Yeah, it's the Union Jack. I have one that does not play nearly as good as it looks. We had a guitar in the store that just went on a tune all the time that Lil gave us. She has a knack for winning guitars, Lillian, and she gave us the guitar. So it is going in a fundraiser this weekend. It's finally going to find a new home. I think it's this weekend. So that's, yeah, if you're local and you want to go see Piper Conley, who performed at some of our record store day events, Piper is great. Her family is great. She's so sweet. She's wonderful. I think she's going to be a star. She's only like 13 and she just turned 14. Happy birthday, Piper. But she's doing a show and they're giving away the guitar at Cactus Jack's on Saturday, I believe. Yes, Saturday. Cactus Jack's in Phoenix. If you guys, anybody locally has heard of that. So Ahwatukee area. So cool. Hey, Brock, thanks for hanging out. Corey, I'm going to hold you to that and get you on the show to show off some of that stuff. And let's see. James says he just got back from Chicago. Is there anywhere you haven't been, James? Dallas, Chicago. I know he's been to Seattle. You've probably been to Tokyo, London, Chad. Anybody go to Chad? Maybe not. Abu Dhabi. That's super cool. Chicago Pizza Oven Grinders is the best place to go. Still got to take Jen to the Bean. Did I ever find out who sent the cowbell? So here's my opinion. Yes. One of the Franz brothers, I forget which one. Sorry. I think it was John, sent one of the cowbells. Ding, 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 ding. And they're around here somewhere. We still have them. And then Amy gave us the cowbell. Oh yeah, Amanda has one of them actually. We have the original cowbell. We have the one that one of the Franz brothers sent. Thank you, John, I believe, Jason as well, just in case. And then Amy gave us the one that looked like a little cow that had a little bedazzle. It was bedazzled. It was Jason that sent it. Okay, cool. Thank you. Sorry, Jason. I meant Jason, not John. John sent us a can of tuna fish. And then the gong. At first, we thought it was George that might have sent that, but I think it was Rebecca because Rebecca. Remember Rebecca and Chris. I hope Chris is doing well. In case anybody knows Rebecca out there, hopefully Chris is doing well. But I know Rebecca said that she made a comment once that she knew who sent it. So I just have to assume it was probably Rebecca, but I'm not sure. I think it was Rebecca that sent us the gong, which whoever did it, it was a very generous gift, whether it was the cowbell or the gong. And I should bring the gong in here. And once we get set up, the background isn't set up. It's not not lit properly. So there you go. It's in our living room. In fact, I think did Amanda forgot to ring the cowbell when she came the gong when she came over. Though I did hit the gong the other day when Jen's mom was over. It terrified the hell out of her because her back was to me, so she didn't expect it. And it's like, what in the wide world of sports are you doing? All right, cool. All right, let me see. So that's it. I think so. Cool. I see Rebecca on Colecco. Well, there you go. Well, tell her hello, Kenny, or anybody else that you recognize from the show. And I'm glad they're finding their stuff. I mean, I can't keep up with some of it, honestly. I mean, I can't imagine the size of some of the collections and stuff. It's amazing, and hence why I've turned the camera around, want to kind of talk to it. So hopefully I'll figure out how to do the chat coming up on Monday. But yeah, that'll be the when the show premieres. I appreciate you coming out, hanging out with me. Jen was hanging out over here, hiding. There you go. And then yeah, so there you go. Cool. Yeah, so if you want, shoot me a message or DM me if you want to be on the show and show off your collection. And then if you do me a favor and go over and subscribe on YouTube to the show there. And then the show will start on. I'm interested to see how the show is going to go because I've been doing like 35 minutes standing on my head. I just like 35 minutes of me talking, just going and without any chat. And so what's going to happen once the chat kicks in? Maybe some of you will be like, it was fun, but they're not selling records anymore. I'm going to move on. I get it. But hey, and give us a chance, I guess, because it's and if nothing else, like I said, I'd love to see your collection. Matt, you didn't miss anything other than when we missed you. So there you go. Show us a grail. Exactly. I'm going to show you a grail tomorrow morning, or tomorrow afternoon on Facebook. Jen and I did a little quote unquote little test show of the grail thing that'll drop into the shows on during the week. And Jen has 5 grails to show off on tomorrow at 5 o'clock local time here. That would be 8 Eastern on the Mighty Facebook. So there you go. We are proud, John. That's a good comment to kind of close on. Should be proud of the RTTR group you brought together. Good people here. Exactly. We met some amazing people. There's so many people that have come and gone over the years. I'm still trying to remember that one guy's name. It was like air flying stuntman or something. I don't know. Jen, I don't know. It was some guy. Brian, his name was. Brian Sell, I think. Roger Ramjet. See, it was flying guy. Yeah, Roger Ramjet. That was like one of those early guys that never did see again, but there was a lot of people that would come, and maybe we pissed somebody off. Maybe we sent them a record, and I was just like, well, I didn't want this record. I ordered a copy of Barbra Streisand. You look into my eyes, and I look into yours, and I got this Metallica record. What the hell? We didn't normally do that. Amanda did a great job of shipping. So there you go. Tito says he's been watching the old shows. You know what I was going to do? I was going to troll everybody and I was going to like show the grails from last December. Remember we did the 12 grails of Christmas? I was going to start the show that way. And Jen's like, don't do that. That's just mean if you did that. Okay, cool. Thanks, Lee. I appreciate those kind words. That is awesome. And yeah, so there you go. Hey, Brandon. So Brandon joining us. So people going in and out, and I appreciate that. I don't know. Maybe I just hang out all night here. What the hell? It's be kind of fun, right? Do I got anything cool on my desk that I can show you? Well, I do. I do. I do have a number of things here. I have a Christmas poop that my mother-in-law gave me. There he is. Hi. I'm a Christmas poop. Yeah, this is my dementia. Can I bring you some soup? May I bring you some soup? Soup. Let's see. I have a timer in case we get somebody on the show who's going too long. I'll just put up the timer. And that's about it, I guess. And then, of course, Corey's amazing coin here we showed before. The Rock This Town Records coin that Corey made for us. There you go. Catch it. There, it caught it. Very nice. That's about it, I guess. So I'll show you other cool stuff eventually. So, hey, Chad, thanks for hanging out. Have a good night. It was good catching up with you. Grover is the best, isn't he? Good one, guys. See you tomorrow. Oh yeah, there you go. If you do stay live, I'll hop back on after our presentation at work. We're probably not gonna, but yeah, I appreciate that. Wife just said you have a radio voice. Was that a shot? Didn't Did she also say I have a radio face? Shit. Sorry. Language. Hey, Mark, thanks for hanging out with us as well. There's actually more people have joined us, which is kind of cool. Maybe the top of the hour. It's like the top of the hour, baby. We've gone to prime time. It's now 9 p.m. in the East. It is 8 p.m. in Chicago, and it is 6 p.m. on the West Coast. And welcome to the Nightly News with Tom Brokaw. There you go. Have a good night, Amy. Thanks. Good to see you. And I'm going to be reaching out about something else besides being on the show, Amy. So there you go. Richard. Hey, Richard Giuliano. Catching oh man, I want to hang out, but I got to be up at 4 a.m. Eastern. That's cool. It's just good to say hello, Richard. I still want to get you on the show. You kind of ghosted me when I sent you that other stuff. I'm guessing you've been busy, and I understand. I get it, but I want to see that. I don't believe you have that copy of Hysteria, the Japanese Hysteria. So I need you to prove it. Anybody can take a photo. I need the Sunday New York Times. Well, maybe not that. Maybe is there a good publication anymore? I don't think so. Maybe not. I was going to say Entertainment Weekly. Nobody reads that anymore. Nobody reads anything. That's why bathroom time is so up. That's why you go to a public bathroom. You can't get into the bathroom because everybody's sitting there on their phones. Anyways, I don't know why I said that. That was bizarre. Brian Reynolds. All right, Brian. Good to see you as well. Thanks for just checking in and saying hello. So there you go. James, oh, you're so kind. Oh, you're so kind. So yeah, anyways, we're doing this live Q&A. We're doing a live show. We're not going to be selling records, and I know that's maybe a disappointment, and I get it. It's just we moved on to something else. Everything that I've always done has been I went to school for radio and television broadcasting. I did my first podcast in 1998 when I realized that radio didn't pay diddly squat. I'm just like, forget this. I started a website in 96. That was a wise idea. That led me to here. And then started doing a podcast in 1998 before podcasting was podcasting. And then I did another podcast in the 2000s where I got a chance to talk to celebrities, whether it was Joe Elliott at Def Leppard, Stevie Nicks, Mark Hamill, just a ton of people. And that was fun. And I'd actually loved it. I know Joe Elliott is a big collector. Henry Rollins is a big collector. So if you don't want to be on the show off your kind of vinyl collection or music collection, somebody else, hook me up. Hook me up. Be like Carmela Soprano. Anyways, I don't know. There you go. Definitely didn't ghost you, just tied up with work. We'll chat for sure. Thank you, Richard. Appreciate it. Get some sleep. Dream of the blue turtles like Sting would tonight when you hit the when you hit the head, when you hit the hay. Hey, Dave. Good to see you. Dave was one of our local favorites. I was always confused. Are you in Minnesota or are you in Arizona? I'm so confused, Dave. So maybe you're in Arizona. It was so bizarre. It was like you came to Arizona for the summers and you wintered in Minnesota. It's like the opposite. And as a Minnesotan, okay, I get it. I love the snow. I'm not going to lie to you. I love the snow. So, but I don't love the cold. But I also don't love it when it's 117 degrees in Phoenix. And it's been that way here recently. So there you go. Anyway, so cool. Sebastian Bach is so Sebastian would be so there you go. That's kind of not that Sebastian's low hanging fruit because he's super cool and super amazing, but I think what I mean by that is that he seems to be an accessible guy. So maybe I'll reach out to Sebastian Bach. Yeah, he does press. He's not afraid of to talk to somebody. You know, if I reached out to Angus Young, I'd be like crickets. I understand because he's Angus Young. I mean, my God. But Sebastian's really cool too. And I'm on his side when it comes to Skid Row, man. I would love to see a Skid Row reunion, but it is what it is there. But maybe I'll reach out to Sebastian as well and get some juice on the show. Because I remember when that Sebastian record came out, we sold the hell out of that new record from Sebastian. That and the Marilyn Manson record last year sold really well as far as records. So that was super. So wait, but didn't we ship some of your stuff to Minnesota, Dave? I swear that there was like, I don't know. I'm so confused, Dave. You've, you've broken my brain. Oh, you guys ever seen the movie Return of the Living Dead? That's a good movie. I love that movie. Jen hates it. She's like, don't put that movie on. I love it. Every guy I recommend that movie to is like, oh my God, that movie's so good. Return of the Living Dead. Brains. You mean the movie lied? Anyways, I love that soundtrack. I love everything about it. We did finish the Gilmore Girls. Corey asking about the Gilmore Girls. I love it. He remembered. Yes, we did finish the Gilmore Girls, and what it was about a swing. But I did like it. The seasons or whatever that they did on Netflix, that was a little sketch, and they ended it kind of with a little pseudo cliffhanger, I suppose, with Rory. But still, I enjoyed it overall. I think it was a really good show. After that, we went on and we started watching. We watched Mad Men. Which was the Matthew Weiner show. Of course, Matthew Weiner was one of the main writers on the last maybe 3 or 4 years of The Sopranos. And the pilot that he did, or the manuscript that he wrote for Mad Men, was what got him hired at The Sopranos, because David Chase, the creator there, ended up reading the manuscript that he had done for Mad Men and was like, "Ooh, this is really good. This guy can write." And so he hired him on as a staff writer. And then once The Sopranos ended, Matthew Weiner went to HBO and said, "Hey, why don't you hook me up?" And they said, "No, we're not interested." Sounds like HBO. And then he ended up on AMC, and we just watched the Don Draper story. Peggy Olson, Roger Sterling. It's a great show. It's very an adult show. There's a lot of seemingly in it. Don Draper and what? But I mean, it was on network television, so it wasn't on network television. It was cable television, so it could only be so much of the old hippity dippity. But my God, Don Draper got around, man. He was a gigolo, and like a gigolo, everywhere he goes, people know the part Lord's playing. West Valley, never Minnesota. I must be having I might not be thinking of the right Dave, man. Dave Kavanaugh. Oh, I'm thinking of the wrong Dave. Sorry, Dave. Dave's not here, man. Dave's not here. Sorry, Dave. I was thinking Minnesota there. So, anyways, wow, I'm a smart one. I'm a smart one. Oh, Saretna. Yes. Okay, that's who it was. There was a couple of Daves, man. There's a lot of Chinese finger traps on the series, says John Franz. I think the Chinese finger trap. Yes, exactly. Yes, yes, he was saving me. So there you go. All right, cool. Well, an hour 15 ain't too bad, right? Not too shabby. I appreciate you hanging out. I appreciate the little Q&A. If there's any other questions you have, my question to you is come on the show, show us your vinyl collection. And then yeah, if there's any other questions you have, otherwise I'm going to wrap it up. Jen and I just started watching Extras last night. It was the Ricky Gervais show from 2005, where he basically gets a bunch of he plays an extra in movies, and he gets a bunch of actors that are willing to make fun of himself, like Patrick Stewart, who has written his own screenplay about him having a superpower where clothes fall off women as he goes through the park and stuff. Anyways, it's super fun. David Bowie's on the show, singing a song uh, Chris Martin's on the show. Chris Martin's actually really funny of Coldplay. So, but yeah, so we just started watching that. Ben Stiller was in the first episode. It's not the best episode, but still, it's pretty good. It gets better. It definitely gets better. So yeah, that's kind of what we've been up to, and just kind of plotting our next move. So once again, appreciate you hanging out. Take care. Great seeing you. Hopefully, we'll see you on next Monday night, and then maybe being a regular if you dig the show. And if you don't dig the show, well, then damn it. But I understand. We all have our different types of interests. So that is it. I'm going to put the big show in the book like I used to. I appreciate you hanging out with us, and have yourself a wonderful night. And as I always say, I'll see you in the emergency room. Thank you. Take care.